Can you be Secretary of State from prison? Asking for a state. Politics guy Marshall Zellinger found that Tina Peters, candidate for Secretary of State, cannot be disqualified from running for office, conviction or not. But if she won and ends up getting convicted, well, that's where things get interesting.
The qualifications to run for Colorado Secretary of State are pretty basic. You have to be at least 25 years old, live in Colorado for 2 years before the election, and be a U.S. citizen. That's it. You can still run if you are charged or convicted of crimes, like election-related offenses.
We have age requirements, we have residency requirements, there are campaign finance requirements while you're running for office. So to me, this is just another part of the requirement list.
Former Denver elections director Amber McReynolds points out the rules to be an election judge are stricter than Colorado Secretary of State.
Election judges can never be convicted of election fraud, any other election offense or fraud.
Election judges are the ones who verify ballot signatures and review ballots if there is a question of which choice was marked. But here is what state law says about being convicted of a felony and holding public office. Every person convicted of a felony shall be disqualified from holding any office of honor, trust, or profit. So is Colorado Secretary of State an office of honor, trust, or profit?
I would say definitely trust. And they also handle the business licensing fees in terms of money that comes into the state.
The statute is clear that if you are currently serving a sentence or you are in confinement for a felony, you cannot hold public office.
Jessica Smith is a constitutional law partner at her law firm. We wanted to know if Tina Peters, who is trying to be the Republican candidate for Colorado Secretary of State, could still run if she were to be convicted during her campaign.
And it doesn't list no felonies as one of the qualifications. So yes, you could continue to run for public office having been convicted.
And changing that, if the state wanted to, could be done by lawmakers.
If someone is unqualified from serving, they should also, by extension, be unqualified from running.
I know we're talking about what ifs here, but the question exists. What if Peters is the Republican nominee for Colorado Secretary of State? She could be elected while facing charges. And then if convicted and serving a sentence, prison or probation, she would then be barred by state law and thus create a vacancy, which would then give the governor the power to appoint a replacement.
I feel like this should be a lot more cut and dried for people, Marshall. I mean, we're not Illinois where like every politician is either in jail or will be in jail, but like it could be a lot simpler.
The sleepy cow town, Denver and Colorado, you know, we're used to the times when people running for office didn't have to face charges for potential crimes, I guess. I don't know. Like, yeah, you would think you don't need this to be specific, but maybe there needs to be something specific in state law that says, by the way, if you're being charged with a felony or convicted of a felony in the process of running for office, you can no longer run for office.
Marshall Zellinger, thank you.